right? For me, it's liquid art, right? I'm a human being. I'm a woman. I'm a gay woman. I'm a Black woman. And so for me, that's part of my identity. I'm an immigrant to this country as well, right? Those things are part of my identity. I see myself as a woman who is walking through this journey. And I intersect in many places, in many ways. My name is Gail. I own a non-alcohol cocktail bar called Zero Cocktail Bar. Right? Community is what brings us through many things. So the word you use in North Americans is community. The word we use in the Caribbean is village. Right? We get together as community and we learn from each other. Right? We don't get to go to an academy to learn these things. Right? It's just by human nature we want to find community. That space that community can come to, that people can come to, and that you feel safe being here, right? Without alcohol, certainly that helps the safety factor, but also that you know that you're not coming to a space where you're judged, right? Whether you are a member of the LGBTQ2S plus community, whether you're a part of the Muslim community, any part of the BIPOC community, because these are generally the communities that are not safe. Or not feeling safe, right, in the environment. You walk down the street and somebody wants to hurt you because of who you love or what you wear or who you pray to, or right, and to me that all that is wrong. And we want to create a space where all are welcome, regardless of who you are, as long as we are respecting each other, and that you are comfortable in that space to bring your whole self. I haven't had alcohol in over 10 years. I've got this beautiful bar that I've labored and created. Let me create something for myself. And I started doing some research, and I started to create every syrup that you could think about, because it didn't exist for non-al, right? A lot of the herbs that I use in my cocktails, I grow them on my patio. I also, again, we have so many community gardens around, and I get product from community gardens. Those herbs certainly. There's a great organization run by a gentleman called Sean Brathwaite, amazing community leader. And the name of the organization is Friends of Regent Park. And they have community gardens all around that they take care of, that they also use. And yeah, we get herbs from them. We know that people are, the world has gone to a space where they're saying, we want to protect the environment. We want to protect our health, right? We want to take care of our health. That's everybody's story. Right? So I think being healthy has been one of the things, and taking care of our bodies and taking care of our families and taking care of our world has been kind of the driving force for many types of businesses or industries, and non-alcohol is one of them. The other is equity, right? If you can get a beautifully crafted alcohol cocktail, you should be able to get the same thing in non-al. And that does exist. So why don't I get that as well? My point here is, if you are thinking about having alcohol at your gathering, your social, your meeting, your conference, your whatever, how come you're not thinking about non-al? Are we so below the standard that we don't get consideration? No. So yeah, it's about equity. Look, I'm from the Caribbean where we know alcohol. I'm from the country of Barbados where rum is king, right? And so I know alcohol. I've consumed alcohol. I think we've all had the really bad relationships with alcohol. Some are worse than others, or maybe more consequential, bad consequences than others, right? I've driven when I was driving and I should not be driving. That could have been a really bad consequence. I've had alcohol to numb pain, right? So I've gone through that as well, right? So I've had that bad relationship. I haven't had those bad consequences in terms of harming another person or even myself, but I was not doing it for pleasure. So if I'm not doing it for pleasure, why am I doing it? I felt awful after doing it. There just was no joy in it for me. I would actually do it and say, oh, why am I drinking this? And throw it away or just drink it just because I bought it. And I just made the conscious decision, I'm done. I don't want alcohol. There's no joy in it for me anyways. And I mean, listen, I've gone through the stories of driving to Detroit to pick up Ciroc because I was so in love with that alcohol, right? There's no rhyme or there's no good reason for me to consume alcohol. So I decided, no, I don't need alcohol in my life. Toronto has embraced this. Ontario has embraced this, and so has Canada, right? It's embraced. Non-alc is always the highlight. Zero cocktail bar is always the highlight in every space. Whether I'm in a meeting or I'm doing a collaboration or I'm doing a pop-up or an event, we are always the main attraction. That's the reality. We bring a different experience for one. Two, folks are looking for an alternative. They're looking for another option. And an option that's not water and pop. I can't help keep saying that, and juice, right? They are looking for that option. And so for me, this is really just going to keep growing, right? There's no way that it's going to go downhill. Whether it's that you're following the recommendations of from 10 to 2, whether you're in recovery for your lifestyle, whether it's religious or health reasons, that is going to be there, right? And I think the world is wanting to be healthier. The non-alc industry is going to just keep going. And then community, to have space that people can come to and say, yeah, I'm going to the bar and, here's a safe space for me. Here's where I can get a great non-alcohol cocktail and meet up with the community.